my beautiful gemstones. It's your girl Gemma Jade, and I am here to do your oracle reading for the week of December 13th, 2021 through December 19th, 2021. And I'm using a new deck that I haven't even got to do in stream yet because I had to miss this Wednesday's stream. I think it's called Elle or Elle. Can you guys see that? Not sure yet. I haven't had the time to look up how to pronounce. So what I do is I call on angels, ancestors, deceased loved ones, guides, spirits, guardians, guardian angels, any otherworldly, higher elevational, higher dimensional beings, any otherworldly attachments you may have, like shapeshifter, extraterrestrial, starseed, earth angel, fairy. It goes on and on, guys. The love and light and who and what I channel in these readings. And that goes the same for my personals too. So just so you guys know that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 3 cards. I'm going to lay them out, number them 1, 2, and 3. If you want to pause the video, maybe set your intention, choose a card, and I will tell you what the book says, and then I will tell you what your weekly reading is. All right. Without further ado, let's give it one more crack. These cards are so beautiful. I mean, you guys know I fall in love with all of my decks. All right. Pulling the cards now. Okay. All right, guys, we got card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. Let's see what the week has. Also, if you're a procrastinator like me, I will pull another card at the end. If you chose card number 1, you got Enid, she who doubts, fear, wariness, and trust. These cards are all women's names. Of course, Gemma's not in there. All right. Enid, she who doubts, is learning how to let go of mistrust. She has scars, both visible and invisible, that have held her back from living fully. She carries an ornate emerald pendant, which is said to promote the truth. It calms the wearer and restores self-esteem. Even though Enid is young, she knows that allowing doubt to hold her back will only harm herself. With the cautious eye of a wary doe, Enid ventures back out into the world. The message of this card is to examine your own doubts. We all have been injured by life in one way or another. If we continue to hide in the shadows, then we allow those who did us injustices to win. Now is the time to let go of old misgivings and learn to trust again. Wariness is not a bad thing unless you are using it to give yourself permission to hide from life. Put on a trusty talisman, slip your scarf from your ears so all your senses are engaged, and trust in your own unique power. Speaking of trusty talismans, thank you, JJ Cryptid, for my Hecate key necklace. Okay, so if you chose card number 1 and you chose Enid, you are holding on to past hurts way too tight. And I feel intuitively like you are trying to let these go. Like you're doing some kind of spiritual work, maybe shadow work. You're doing something to try and let go of these old hurts, old habits, old hangups, right? But as the phrase goes, old habits die hard. It's the same with the rest of it. You may be struggling, kind of wondering, like, I'm doing all this work. How come I'm still feeling like this? And that's because it takes time. You know, a spiritual awakening doesn't look like you in a really complicated yoga position with your fingers like this, all zen. You know, a real spiritual awakening is like more like watching a person in a padded cell try to convince themselves they're not losing their minds. All right. So if you're really going through it, probably because you're doing the right thing, you're doing it the right way. This week, what the universe wants you to do is just try to just let go. And I'm getting very clearly start with forgiveness, start with forgiveness. So let's start with forgiveness. Forgive as many people as you can. If you've been with me for a while, you know I'm a compulsive note taker or list writer, right? But what you can do is write down a list of all the people who've harmed you, who you're still holding on to pain, past relationships, maybe issues with your parents, things that happened to you as a kid. It doesn't matter if you have 500 things on this list, okay? Pick 10 of them, all right? Because I'm pretty sure as adults, we all have more than 10 people, unless, you know, you've already been there, done that. But let's just say, okay, write down 20 and pick 5. How about that? We'll do it that way. Sorry, guys. Write down 20 people or 20 things that are 20 people that have harmed you. okay? And then pick 5 and decide right then and there you're going to forgive those people. If you can make like the amends, like call them up and let them know, that's fine. But it's better to kind of just forgive in yourself, especially if it's people that you're not talking to. And I know I was a little iffy. I was trying to figure out how to get you guys to do this. Do 20, pick out 5. If you only can forgive 1, just forgive 1. But find that forgiveness this week. Forgive somebody. I'm also getting maybe go for a walk in nature, depending, you know, the weather by you. I know it's winter here now in New Jersey, but I would say spend some time definitely in nature. Spend some time under that moonlight, okay? Because moonlight replenishes spiritually as sunlight does physically, okay? It's time to let go. It's time to stop allowing, you know, these things to affect us still, because these people who have done this to us more than likely have moved on. And here we are still being stuck and stagnant in this old energy, and there's no need for it, guys. The universe is telling you you are moving on to bigger and better things. You may never be able to forgive every single person, but you have to at least make the effort. So if you're wondering why you've been unable to move forward, the universe is saying right now it's because you're not being unable to move forward. You are moving forward. It's just a very slow going process. So this week, start with 1 person. If you can do 5 people out of the 20, do it. The more you can forgive this week, the better you're going to be. It's literally like taking weights or rocks off your shoulder. If you chose card number 2, you chose Amelie, she who questions, curiosity, destiny, and search. Beauty. Amelie, she who questions, welcomes you. She wears an assortment of vivid flowers and honors the many tendrils. Each one is a possibility, a chance, an unexpected happening. Her gift is to see which ones will open next. She who questions welcomes questions because she loves giving answers that lead to more questions. Sounds like someone I know. She is the sacred circle of the oracle. Do not be dismayed if your search seems to lead you to more questions. It is Amelie's preferred way. Amelie shows that you have other paths in front of you. There are avenues you can take that you may not even see yet. Be ready for the unexpected signpost pointing you toward a completely different way. Destiny can sometimes be tricky because you may be pulling for the wrong shore. Tap into your natural curiosity and question things. Even those people who have always seemed one way and only one way may have hidden depths. Your job is to re-examine what you thought truth was. Chances are good you will be given an opportunity to make some changes. Remember, the circle can become a spiral, so rather than leading you back to your own beginning, it may take you up or down. Your skill at questioning will help you find your way. So the universe is really asking this week, like, what are you searching for? What is it that you really want? Because when you're getting answers to questions that lead to more questions, that's wonderful, right? That's how we learn and grow and even thrive. But at the end of the day, more questions sometimes are the answer, okay? So what are you searching for in your life? This week, the universe wants you to really try and stop working against it. What I'm seeing going on here with you is that you want something so badly that this tunnel vision has got you kind of making everything fit into that this is what's supposed to happen. Kind of like when we talk about, you know, forensics and investigations where we say like the police can't make the evidence fit. You know, the crime has to fit the evidence can't fit the crime. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? I'm a little rusty at this, guys. It's been a long week. So you're seeing everything one way, and maybe it's not that way. What the universe is saying is whatever you want so bad right now, you're going to get it. But now is not the time. You have so much more to learn. You have so much more to accomplish. You have so much more to go through. So this week, what the universe wants you to do, if you chose card number 2, if you chose Amelie, is to sit back and really think about other options in your life and kind of go with the flow. I feel this like stressful energy coming from you guys that chose this card because you want to just get to the finish line so incredibly quickly, like get there, but you're missing the scenery on the way. Okay, you're not stopping to smell the roses and ask who planted them. And the reason you keep hitting stumbling block and roadblock after stumbling block and roadblock is because the universe is not prepared to give you what you want yet. Okay, you're missing an entire phase. What I'm seeing is like a line, like a block line, and like a space, and then a block line. So you're at this space in it right now. You're not going from line to line. There's still this big gap of knowledge, of experience that you have to go through first. So pay more attention to what the universe is trying to tell you, to the signs around you, instead of trying to make the signs fit that you're going in the right direction, because you are not. Okay, there's another path you have to take that's going to lead you to where you want to be. If you're asking a specific yes or no question with card number 2, the answer is no. Not this week. Not this week. If you're asking a specific question with card number 1, the answer is yes. You can start this week. Looks good. And if you chose card number 3, you got Breeze, she who surprises. Surprise, discovery, and revelation. Breeze, she who surprises, stands watching at her window. She is singing a song we can't hear, but the butterflies can. They are attracted to her nature as if she were a living representation of nectar. She is their butterfly queen who can direct them to the sweetest flowers. She oversees pollination of not only the flora, but of humankind as well. One of her favorite things is the unexpected discovery. It isn't only the surprise bringing Breeze her happiness, but the feeling of divinity that comes with the marvelous moment of revelation. When this card of surprise shows up, expect the unlooked for moment. If you are receptive to fortuitous and unheralded insight, you stand a very good chance of finding the answers you need. The key here is the message may come in unusual ways. You cannot expect a straightforward response. Rather, look for those things that reveal themselves through patterns. Perhaps you see a caterpillar over and over, or maybe it will be the caterpillar, the chrysalis, and then the butterfly. Whatever the symbol is, don't worry if you don't understand it in the moment. Sometimes discovery comes only after we have assimilated the knowledge deep within ourselves. We must allow the process to unfold. Forcing it may ruin the moment of sacred surprise. Guys, this is almost the exact same as card number 2, the message that I was getting. It's definitely a different message, but it's very close, okay? Stopping to pay attention. What signs have you been missing this month or all along? The universe is definitely trying to get your attention if you chose card number 3. Okay, the universe is trying to tell you something. I don't see it as anything bad. I think that you're just, I think most of my intuitive psychics, empaths probably chose this card, right? You're being given some kind of inner or sacred knowledge this month. Forget this week, this month. This week, the universe wants you to really start paying attention to the signs. Again, write them down if you have to. Seeing, 111 every time you look at the clock, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Google what those things mean. We have the internet. You don't need to go to a psychic or be a psychic to see what those things mean. Just look them up. I don't know what every single number combination means. I have to look it up too. The fact of the matter is, this week, the universe really is trying to get your attention. As I said, there is something that you need to know, and I feel like it is very important. It could have to do with love, but it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic love. It could be just matters of the heart. The universe is trying to tell you something about someone that you love. And I don't think it's a good message. I don't think it's like this person is doing really well in life and succeeding. But I do feel also, you may get a phone call, an email, a random text message from someone that you don't know giving you news about this loved one. I would call people that maybe you're really close with, but you haven't spoken to in like a week or a few weeks. Life happens. Call those people up and see how they're doing. I feel like there's really someone who wants to reach out to you this week, but who is worried for fear of judgment, or just who's ashamed of something they did, or embarrassed, or someone who just doesn't like to ask for help or advice, okay? There's someone who wants to seek you out this week, but they're probably not going to, probably because of pride or ego or something like that. So get in touch with anyone that you used to, you know, someone that you love very much, or that like you used to talk to them every day, but you know, the past few weeks you've kind of been busy, but you haven't seen them on social media, and you're like, okay, if anyone like that just popped into your head, give them a call or reach out. I feel like pay close attention to your emails, your text messages, your phone calls, any numbers you don't know. You guys are going to kill me. Like, I answered 47 spam calls because you told me to pay attention. No, but like, you know, I do feel like there's a really important message and opportunity coming in for you guys who chose card number 3. If you could not choose a card, I'm going to pull one right now. I just want to remind you guys, I've been trying to for the past few weeks. Say you chose card number 1, but card number 3's message resonates more with you. Take it as it resonates, guys. These are general, okay? Take both messages if that's the case. These are not person specific, you know? So, if you couldn't choose a card, we have Regina, she who instigates. Oh, everyone, I have a Regina in my life, huh? Leadership, provocation, and power. I love these names. Primavera, Perpetua. Regina, she who instigates, wants someone to run so she can give chase. Horns sprout from her brow, showing her will. She confronts any and all who stand in her way. Her serpent companion coils gently about her neck, ready for the hunt. Here is a woman who has been called a non-cooperator, an agent provocateur, a rabble-rouser. Her go-to methods are instigation and button pushing. Button pushing. I think that's... Where some see a troublemaker, others see a necessary firebrand. Even the flowers in her hair are flaming orange, yellow, and red. Regina is the one who will spark others to act. This card urges you to step up to the challenge. Put yourself in the role of the leader instead of the follower. Radical ideas need a ringleader. This is your chance to pick up the microphone and galvanize people into making a difference in their world. Be aware of your personal power right now. You have the gift of inciting others to step out of their own complacent lives. Are you ready to be that person? So, what are you donating your time to? You know, are you stuck in a rut? This is actually a really simple and really good card. It means that right now, this week especially, you're powerful. You have influence. So, is there anything you could be devoting your time to, or donating money to, or you know, what giving to? Any cause that you can be giving to. I'm getting more specifically, though, there might be someone in your life, someone younger, who is going through some things, you know, maybe it's addiction, maybe it's, you know, they're failing school, maybe, you know, they just broke up with their first love. I'm getting like teenage, you know, that kind of energy, that teenage energy. So I'm wondering, the universe is kind of showing me that you are going to have to step into a leadership role with someone like this week specifically. And make sure that instead of trying to be the cool person, the fun aunt or uncle, you know, take this role very seriously. I don't know if you're going to be like babysitting or like house sitting. There's something where like you're going to be in a position of influence over someone from a younger generation, whether it be this week or this month. If you celebrate Christmas or any December holiday where you have a lot of family around, it could be that this person's going to come to you, or their parents are going to tell you, like, I'm having problems with so-and-so. Please keep this card in the back of your mind. This card is saying, make sure you make the right decisions. Don't just try to make yourself look good. Stand up for what's right. If you see that someone either younger or with less power than you is being mistreated, same thing. Don't worry. The universe is saying the universe has your back, okay? So don't worry about about making some waves, stirring up some trouble if it's for a good cause, okay? So this week, really step into that power and know your influence that you have over people. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure and give it a big thumbs up. I think I'm going to film a chit chat update video because some things that have been going on with me. Thank you to everyone who's been supporting me. I'll talk about all that in the next video. I really hope you found something here that resonated with you. hoping to launch the Oracle channel next month, or the beginning of January, beginning of February maybe. By my birthday, March 1st, I'm hoping to have the Oracle channel up, which is once a month readings for each sign, once a week readings for each sign, no comments, nice and simple, just moving it along, because I have been being compelled to read monthlies for each sign for a long time now, and it totally bombed on this channel. Got a lot of flack for it, so I'm going to move it somewhere else. Guys, have an amazing and great week. I love you all so much. Be kind to each other. Be kind to yourselves. Make sure others treat you with respect, and if they don't, keep it pushing. Leave them be. Don't forget to check out Spaced Out Radio Saturday and Sunday nights. That's here on YouTube, 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Me, Big Willie Townsend, and John Hudson are doing a new after-hours show. We had our first show last night from when I'm filming this. It was amazeballs. You guys are going to absolutely love it if you didn't check it out. Go on over there and subscribe as well. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure your notification bell is on, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!